Hello everyone, Samantha here, and I just wanted to let you know that on my Whole30 I am on day 25. What? Can you believe it? I've only got 5 days left and I am surprised to say how absolutely easy the whole process has been. I mean, kind of like to the point where it's like, I wonder, am I doing this wrong? Like that kind of easy, because it's been easy. So look for a video where I talk about my final thoughts on Whole30, my measurements, my final weigh-in, and I'll also give you, some tips and that kind of stuff for if you are going to be doing a Whole30. And I'll also include my reintegration phase of all of the non-compliant Whole30 foods that I couldn't eat before. I'll start slowly implementing those back into my diet and let you know what happens. But that is going to be another video. This video is going to be a little bit different because if you remember from our first video, we said our year to get fit, but getting fit is actually getting healthy, and we wanted to get healthy in all ways, not just in how we ate. So we've been doing a couple of things that I wanted to share with you guys. Besides just eating correctly, we've also been doing a lot of meditation. We've always really done it, but this year we've decided to make it more of a practice, a daily practice, as a matter of fact. We decided that somehow, some way, let's do a little bit of meditation every day. And this is a really good example of what our meditation session would look like. So this is Alan in our living room. Usually we have some kind of guided meditation or something like that going on the TV, or sometimes we'll just play music. And under normal circumstances, I would be sitting on the couch right about there. But of course I can't sit on the couch and meditate when I'm trying to take a picture. Now, Alan has also been doing something called QiGong, which is a movement practice. It's similar to Tai Chi in the fact that like the style is very the same. You are moving in the same way, but QiGong is a slowed down and a repetition of the same move over and over again to make sure that you have your body alignment correct. And he's been doing QiGong for, well, basically since we went through massage school in 2003. He's taught classes in it and that kind of thing, but he's kind of gotten out of practice. So this is him doing some QiGong. Momo is always around to watch us do our silly things. Now, like I said, Alan has been out of practice for a while, and this was one of his first times after probably a couple of months of doing it. And one of the first things that he said when he saw the video was, "I look really stiff." So I'm sure he will have more fluid QiGong sessions soon to come, because this is also going to be one of his daily things, as well as he wants to start implementing his kettlebell exercises, which he was doing very well, doing a QiGong and kettlebell exercise every single day, but that was last year. But he wants to start doing that again. And man, I say, hey, go for it, babe, you got this. So I was supposed to start with the personal trainers on Tuesday, and I did go, but I was about 10 minutes late, and at 5:45 someone was sleepy and forgot their tripod for filming. So I did not get any of it on film, but in the process of being there, they took my blood pressure, and it was like 142/95, which is very high for me. And I also noticed that my blood pressure has been running high since being on Whole30, but luckily I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Actually, Alan and I have an appointment tomorrow for new doctors at Kaiser. So we're going to talk about everything with our health, and that is definitely something that I'm going to have to bring up because I would need a doctor's note saying that I'm good to work out with the trainers, with my blood pressure being that crazy. So wish me luck on that. But besides physical exercise and what we've been eating and that kind of thing, we've also been doing some pretty cool stuff that I think is cool. You know, like not just, you know, feeding our bodies and working out our bodies, but also feeding our minds. Alan and I signed up for something called the Great Courses. And this thing is cool. So like instead of watching TV, we are watching this like lecture on history, and some of it's very fascinating, like everything that you can think of knowing about the Black Plague. There's like nutrition stuff. Alan found this great one on mindfulness and meditation, which is so up his alley. We've been listening to that quite a bit. So yeah, that's one thing that we've been like really into here recently. And I have also been reading and listening to a whole lot of new books. So I started off December listening to Brene Brown. I finished up Braving the Wilderness and The Power of Vulnerability. I restarted Power of Vulnerability and then finished it up again. Then I got into Gabrielle Bernstein, and I have listened to The Universe Has Your Back, I think twice. I think I started it twice now. I'm currently on her Judgement Detox book. But that one's going to take a little bit because it's one of those, you know, like really think it out, write it out, find some peace with the fact that you judge everyone and yourself so harshly along with everyone else in the world. Who knew? Let's see, and oh, I'm really excited that I just downloaded Carolyn Myss's book, Anatomy of the Spirit. And it's so hilarious because I have the hard copy, but I just wanted the audio book so that I could listen to and from work, because that's the kind of dork I am. Yeah. But Alan and I went to Barnes & Noble the other day, and he came across a mindfulness magazine that he got, and I came across A Course in Miracles that I got. So that's another book that I'm going to start reading pretty soon. So that's I mean, you know, that's pretty much what we are doing. We are feeding our bodies. We are moving our bodies, one of us more than others. You know, I'll get there. I'll get there. We're feeding our minds, and I have to say I'm really excited for 2018. I feel great. I know that it's only 21 days into January, but I feel awesome. I don't know if it's that the quote-unquote tiger blood that Whole30 peeps keep talking about, but I really do feel great. And that's so wonderful because I don't think that I've felt this good since probably the beginning of 2015. So yeah, 2015 really wasn't the best year, and it took a lot out of me, but I'm finally coming back. I feel like I boxed myself up and put me off to the side, and now I'm ready to bring myself back out again. And that's definitely what this year is about, like getting in touch with myself and taking care of myself the way that I haven't before. So I'm really excited to see what 2018 brings, and what this whole Our Year to Get Fit brings as well. So yeah, just if you want to keep, you know, up with us, our podcast is Ask a Massage Couple. We are on Apple, we are on Stitcher. You can look us up on our Facebook page, Ask a Massage Couple. On Twitter, we are A Massage Couple. And of course, our YouTube channel, Our Year to Get Fit, but also the Massage Couple has a YouTube channel as well. And, you know, if you like this video and some of our others, and you want to continue to see this crazy thing called growth, then like and subscribe, and yeah, keep coming back, because there's always new things going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And guys, I'll see you later. Love and compassion. Good Lord. I'm driving to work, but I wanted to just kind of give a little update about what has been going on since the last video. I went to the doctor, and you know, I guess the best way to say it is that he was unenthused about my Whole30 thingy. Ended up calling it a fad diet, and then proceeded to tell me that I wasn't getting all of the nutrients that I needed and that kind of thing, even after I told him I was monitoring my macros and blah blah blah, but he wasn't hearing it. I think just the fact that it eliminated dairy and gluten were his two main things that he was concerned with. But anyway, of course I wanted to go in because of the high blood pressure situation. The day that I started with the personal trainers, my blood pressure was through the roof. And while I was on the Whole30 for the poison ivy and I went to Kaiser, my blood pressure was also through the roof. Well, this go around, my blood pressure was also pretty darn high. And when I say high, I mean like 140 over, like this go around, it was like 140 over 80 something. And that's just ridiculous for me, because I've been steady like 120 something over like 70 for the longest time, and all of a sudden I'm having high blood pressure issues. So my doctor is thinking that it's a good possibility it has something to do with the diet, but the main issue about the high blood pressure, I mean, besides the fact that you know, non-medicated high blood pressure is an issue, besides that, the trainers, they, like, I can't work with them unless I get a doctor's note, and the doctor said that I cannot work with them until I get off of this diet and we see what my blood pressure does. So I'm going to have to wait until I'm completely done with Whole30, which I'm on day 27, but I'm also going to be extending it to go through the reintegration phase. So I've got about, what, like a month and a few days before I'm completely off of Whole30. But to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be completely back on my normal diet, because bum bum bum, I'm terribly sorry if this is TMI, but I am on my period right now. And look who is driving to work without a migraine. Holy hell. This is fabulous, is what this is. So I don't want to jinx myself, because it's a good possibility that it could come on like at any time during my cycle, but it's usually the first day, and today is my first day. But guys, this is a big effing deal. Like, I was going through the month with migraines on the first day of my cycle, a migraine at some point during my ovulation, and then minor headaches just about every single week that wasn't going on. So the fact that I haven't had a migraine since my last cycle, which was my second day of Whole30, is pretty darn spectacular. I've only had like a few minor headaches, and I can attribute those to like directly to hunger, when I haven't like had as much calories in my body as I needed, or as much nutrients in my body as I need. Oh my God, the amount of water I've been drinking is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I think I drank like 6 glasses after 4 o'clock last night. And I mean like full glasses of water. But yeah, I am happy. I'm happy. And you know, like I've heard people tell me, and tell other people, like, oh, if you have migraines, you should really cut out gluten. You should really cut out dairy. You should really do this. You should really do that. And honestly, until you really do it, you really don't know what works for you. And everyone has their own triggers. But I just automatically assumed that mine were 100% hormonal, even though I really didn't want to know, even though I really didn't want to think that. But now that I know, it's a combination of what I'm eating and hormones, so I can do something about them that's not medication, and that makes me really happy. And that truck was trying to get over on me. That's nice. And now he's not trying to get over at all. Cute. Okay, well anyway, that's all. I just wanted to, you know, check in, let you know what's going on before I get to work. And, yeah. Love and compassion, peeps.